Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on this look right here. So this was supposed to be a tutorial on like quick and easy out the door makeup. It kind of morphed into maybe not out the door makeup. This is like quick for me because I don't have winged eyeliner or any eyeliner actually on the top. It's a very subtle eyeshadow look. Anyway, you're gonna see that in the video, but I just wanted to let you know that you're probably gonna hear me talking about like, yeah, when you're on the go in the beginning of the video because this is a talk through, like get ready with me style. But then you'll notice like, what are you talking about? This is definitely not 5-minute makeup. So it did kind of like transform halfway through. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the video and yeah, let's get started. Okay, so we are starting off fresh faced, obviously. And I am gonna show you guys some other stuff that I've been trying out lately, especially because I just went to IMATS this past weekend and I have so much new stuff that I really wanna like experiment and play with it. This first thing I didn't get at IMATS, I got this about a week ago actually. This is the Fresh, I'm pretty sure the brand is called Fresh, and it's the Rose Hydrating Hydrating Eye Gel Cream. And I saw really good reviews for it on the Sephora website, so I wanted to try it out. And it is a gel, which you guys know I love my gel, like MAC moisturizers and stuff like that. It does have like a strong rosy scent, but it's not like a very fake scent. It feels very like what an actual rose would smell like. But I just like to put a little bit of that right around the eye area. I notice it does help to hydrate. I typically use it at night before I go to bed, and then I wake up and I just feel like my under eyes are very supple and they feel like really fresh and hydrated. So you can also use it in the morning. This is actually gonna be like my first time trying it on underneath makeup, so we'll see how it works out. And then next I'm gonna moisturize my skin, and I'm gonna use this one from Juice Beauty. This is the Stem Cell Moisturizer. So this will help to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles throughout the day. And then I just use a little bit of that and then apply it all over my face. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do like more skin updates and skincare routines. So I'm going to try to start including them more like in my get ready with me style videos. So I always like to prep my lid with an eyeshadow base. You guys know this is one I've been using for a long time. This is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and this is a Luxie 120 round blender brush because I know a lot of you guys are asking me what I use to apply it. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighting on my brow bone, and I'm gonna use this concealer. This is the Studio Finish concealer from MAC. This is NC15. And I just kind of trace where I'm going to be adding my brows when I'm ready to put them on. And it also doubles up as my brow highlight. And I like to use the Dipbrow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the medium brown. It's a little bit more ashy than the chocolate color, so that's why I like to use this one. And then this is a mini liner brush from Crown. It's very tiny because as you can see, I have very thin brows, so I don't really need a big brush. And I just like to start at the tail and I start kind of building it out. All right, now I feel like I can take myself seriously now. Okay, so we just put on some brows. It's looking a little interesting right here. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna keep it really soft and light on the top, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more smudging on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna be using these two colors of shadows. These are like my all-time favorite shadow colors ever. So I have MAC Uninterrupted, which is like a really yellow based brown, and then I have the Nars Galapagos eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take one of my fluffier MAC 217 brushes. I'm gonna take some of the Uninterrupted shadow, and I'm gonna buff that into my crease, and I'm gonna keep it very round. Just because we're not gonna do any winged eyeliner. I need to add like an extra 2 hours if I actually plan on doing a wing. So I'm just kidding. Not really. I'm going to take one of my Crown blending brushes. This is the C441. I really like to do this one after I put on a shadow. I like to just come back in and kind of buff it out into the upper crease, just that way it's nice and soft. And now I'm gonna go in with one of my really old 217 brushes. This is like my pointy one with that Nars Galapagos shadow, like a really tiny little bit. And I stick my brush straight into the crease. And I'm just gonna add some right on this outer edge. And then I just like to come back in and buff it one more time with a blending brush. And you could see it just adds like a really soft focus kind of crease. It helps define it a little bit more just because I don't have a really intense crease. Okay, so I'm actually gonna put a lighter shade just right on the lid. That will also help to open up our eyes a little bit more. This is the, what is this? This is the Pro Palette 2. This one I also got from IMATS. So I'm gonna take the buff shade in here, and I'm actually just gonna buff the buff right onto my lid right there. It's just gonna help to brighten it up a little bit more. Now I'm gonna put on some mascara, and I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and I really, really like it. It applies a lot of mascara, but it doesn't clump, which is very interesting. It's fascinating to me, but I've really been liking it so far, especially for bottom lashes. The whole top shadow is done now, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take some of the NW20 concealer from MAC, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to the under eye area. I feel like this eye, for some reason, like right here, I told you guys that John said it looks like I wore goggles all night long. I feel like it's getting even worse. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. Somebody said they were called like tear troughs or something, but it's kind of driving me crazy actually, but I don't really know what to do about it. So I'm just gonna keep putting on concealer. I'm gonna take a MAC 219 brush. This is like a regular pencil brush. I do have one from Sigma also, but this one it's a little bit more firm than the Sigma one. The Sigma one's kind of like floppy. And I'm gonna take some of that MAC Uninterrupted shadow, the yellowish one that I put on the top lash line. Anyway, so I'm taking that same brush with the Nars Galapagos shadow, and I'm just gonna smudge that right underneath the lower lash line, not quite as much as I did with the Uninterrupted shadow. And then depending on like how smoky you want it, you can add some color to your waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take the LA Girl pencil in dark brown. Now I'm gonna add some mascara to my lower lash line. Lower lashes, not lower lash line. Okay, so I just spent like, seriously, the past 10 minutes trying to figure out what pair of lashes I wanted to wear. I tried on like a bunch of different ones. I am going to go with these ones. These are Uoolaa lashes. These are Dazzling number 3. And I don't think you can see them. Maybe you can. These are the ones that I wore. Actually, they're very similar to the ones that I wore in the Cara video that I posted not too long ago. Okay, so I just trimmed a little bit off the lashes. That way they fit my eye. And you always want to trim on the outer edge too. And then I like to wrap it around my finger if they're like a thinner lash like this. Just so that way they get a little bit more round, because I have like, I don't know, I feel like my eyes are like, they just repel lashes sometimes. So I wrapped it around my finger for a second so that way it would get a little bit curly. And now what I'm gonna do is just add a little pop of highlight on the inner corner of the eye. And I'm gonna use the Mary Lou Manizer from the Balm. I know last time I made a video I said the Balm from Mary Lou Manizer, which everybody made fun of me for, but it's cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation, and I really wanted to try this stuff for you guys today. So this is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Cream that I got for Christmas. I wore it yesterday at my house, and I actually really liked the way that it looked, but the lighting, it was like really dark in my house yesterday. I have the shade medium, and I thought I could pull it off, but I just tried to put it on my face again, and it was like, whoa, it was way too tan for me. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna use it today because I would look kind of ridiculous if I tried it. So I'm gonna go back to Studio Fix, but I really wanted to try and do like the whole CC cream thing today, but it's just not gonna work, unfortunately. So I'm gonna use Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. Okay, and then to apply my foundation, I'm gonna use the Morphe G2 brush. This is from their Gunmetal collection. Okay, so I just finished adding my foundation. BTW, loving this brush. This is my first time using it, and it's very soft. Normally I use like the Sigma flat top kabuki brush. This one, like, I felt got into all the areas like around my, you know, like between my eyes and around my nose and stuff. So I really like this brush. This is so far the only one, the face brush that I've used from that collection, but I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC Prep and Prime pen. I was gonna use something different, but I changed my mind and I just got a new one. And so I just watched Patrick, it's like the goo that, the white goo that comes out of eggs, you know? Oh, what is this? Might have to take that one back. May have been sitting for a few hundred years too long. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my handy dandy favorite, not really favorite, but you guys know the joke. It's just extremely expensive highlighter pen. This is the YSL Luminous Ivory shade. And so I was saying before, but I just watched Patrick Starr's highlights and contour video, and he was telling me how a lot of people highlight like up out to here, and that's what I usually do. I took his advice, and he said that kind of like makes your face look wider. So he keeps his highlight a little bit more central to his face. So I decided to take that advice because when I smile in pictures, my face gets like 12,000 times wider than normal, and I don't like that. Get my handy dandy beauty blender and buff it in. And then I like to do my MAC Sheer Select press powder. This is still one of my favorite powders to like add to my skin. A little Cameo Powder. So you can see my face right now, it looks just kind of like very flat and not dimensional. We're gonna use this to highlight and contour today. This is the Kat Von D Highlight Contour Palette. I posted it on my Instagram and asked, it was brand new, I still haven't used it yet, but I asked you guys if you had tried it and you guys went crazy. I didn't know it was that popular, so I'm really excited to try it out today. So here it is right here. A lot of you wanted me to compare it to the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. I don't own that palette. I've actually never used her products, contouring or highlighting products. And it comes with this brush too. So this is the highlight side, the dome, and the contour side, which I don't know. I don't know if I love this side, the contour side. I do like the highlight side though. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this middle shade because it is bright and it's a little bit more on the yellow side. So if this is anything like the Kat Von D eyeshadows, they do have a lot of fallout. So I'm gonna test it on the back of my hand just to make sure I don't look crazy. And it looks like it has kind of a satiny finish, but you can see it's definitely highlighting. It's very subtle. So I feel like I can see it in my monitor thing, but up close I can't really tell. But it looks very nice. It has kind of like that satiny finish to it. It looks good, but I can't really tell until I do the contour. Let me show you guys what it looks like next to Sculpt, so that way you can kind of see the comparison. Because Sculpt, the reason I never bought the Anastasia kit, well, I only bought individuals now, was because I love this color contour. This is Sculpt. I've been using it since I've been contouring. And I know I say contour weird. I say a lot of words weird. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and use, it's actually kind of more similar to this one. So this is more, looks like a neutral. This one is a little bit maybe warmer, and then this one's just a lot deeper. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the top shade, this one right here. All right, so I don't really like this actually at all. It's a little bit too flimsy to be a contour brush. I like my contour to be a little bit more firm. And also a little bit wider, but I know that's just really weird for me because I don't like the really tiny contour brushes. I like mine to be a little bit more full. So I think this would be popular. I think the only problem is that it's kind of flimsy, which I don't really like in a contour brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to mine, but I think it looks really good. I also think it blends very nicely. I'm just not a huge fan of the contour side of the brush. I do like the highlight side. So I would probably pass on the brush, but I do think this kit is good. I mean, it has two colors that I would use, and I think this one's really nice. I mean, I think they're all actually very nice shades, so I would recommend it. Don't know about comparing it to the Anastasia kit though. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush, and today I'm gonna be trying a new blush that I got at IMATS. This is the City Color Intense Blush Quad, and this is collection 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one right here. But you can see it's like super pigmented. I barely put any on. So I'm gonna use the Mary Lou Manizer highlights from the Balm. And this is a crown brush, and I'm gonna add it right here to the tops of my cheekbones, and then also run it down the center of my nose to highlight it a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some bronzer. I'm gonna use the Cabo one from Girlactik because that's like my fave right now. And I add it to the forehead, down like through the contour area, and then down the side of my neck. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to lips because we're pretty much done with the rest of the face. And I'm gonna give you guys 2 alternatives today just because I want to. So I'm gonna use this one from Velvet 59, and this is in the color Noisette. This is one of their Velvet Rose lip glosses, and I got it in my Ipsy bag this month, and it actually smells kind of like roses, kind of like that fresh eye cream that I showed you guys. Okay, so here is the look with just the lip gloss, and I didn't put anything under the lip gloss. I feel like it just kind of brings out like the natural rosiness in my lips, which I don't have a lot of rosiness in my lips, so that's why I really like this lip gloss. I've also styled this on top of Styled in Sepia by MAC, and it's really, really pretty. It kind of brings out like the rosy browns that are in that lipstick. So I love, love, love this lip gloss. It has a really nice rosy smell to it, but if you guys have a few extra minutes and you wanna like kind of add a little bit more drama to your look, I'm gonna show you one other lip. I'm gonna do red, and I'm gonna use my new Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. I don't know what she's calling, what is she calling them? They're all calling them something different, but this is one of their liquid matte lipsticks that I got at iMats, and I'm gonna be using the True Red LA Girl lip liner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the Kiss of Fire color. And this one, I thought it was actually pink when I first opened it because the tube color looks, it's like a very pinky red, but not pinky. I don't understand, but I really love this red shade. And then I just put it on kind of like a lip gloss. So I did kind of want to show you guys like what I do. Some of you asked like for more OOTDs, which is very surprising because I have a very like basic sense of style. I don't even know if I would call it style, but I'm very like casual and laid back. I don't really go do like a lot of social outings, like parties and kind of stuff, so I tend to have more like casual wear. But this is something I would wear regularly. I do rewear my clothes till they pretty much have holes in it. I don't really believe in wearing something only once. But this flannel is from Forever 21. I just recently got it. I just like the blue color. So this is like day 3 of not washing my hair. And what I would do is I would probably leave it in like a low slung pony or a low slung bun. I would take a teasing comb and just tease a little bit of the back of my hair just to give it like a little bit of something so it's not like totally flat. You could do the sides too if you want. You don't have to be like very nice with it. And I had that one perfect pony and I can't find it. But I would just leave it like this, and then I would take my pony, and I'm gonna do like 2 of them because I don't have my special one. And then I would pull it all back. So I do have like a perfect pony video where I do a high pony, but this one is a low pony. And then I would kind of push it up a little so it gets like a little bouffant situation. And then I'm just gonna wrap it around twice. And then pull up on this back stuff right here so that way it gets a little bit poofy, a little prom-y, a little Texas-y. No offense to Texas, I love Texas hair. And then I pull all this mess out. I'm just like, just hang out, do whatever, you know? And then I would pull the ponytail tighter so that way it makes it like bigger and whatnot. And then we kind of have like almost stylized hair, and you could pull out some more like little things right here if you want. So this is my new favorite denim jacket that I got. This one's from H&M. It says logo, label, and graded goods on the inside. This is a size 6, so it like fits me well, but it's not too fitted, so that way I can wear it over other things. No, I'm not feeling the denim with this shirt, actually. Lose the denim. Denim's out. But yeah, so that wraps up. I don't know what this tutorial is gonna be called yet because it kind of switched lanes when I was doing it. A lot of the stuff that I wanted to do didn't end up working out, but some of the other stuff did. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for my iMats haul that's coming up very, very soon, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Bye.